there we go. Oh, gosh. Hey, guys, how are you? Sorry, I'm a little surprised. Oh, I'm a little surprised myself. Hey, Ann. Hey, Michelle. How are you? Um, Having a good day. Sort of. Sometimes as the world catches up to you, you need a break, and sometimes you make mistakes, and they show up in the work too. Hey, Rita, how are you? Michelle, Ann. I see now we're showing up. Yeah, by the way, I did not do this. I didn't put it up there, and I didn't realize it, just forgot. I'm heading out of Dodge tomorrow. And by the way, if you haven't already, great time to sign up for the Understanding Bereavement. I also have a message circle online on May the 9th. I'm going to be in Austin Thursday, May 1st. Message circle there with our friends at Nature's Treasure. I'm also going to connect with, I'm going to connect on Friday night with the sound bath. And then I'm going to be able to do all sorts of stuff on Saturday when I do a live podcast. I'm going to be bringing up guests from it. It's going to be really cool. Hey, Trish, how are you? Who else we got here? Elaine, good to see you. It's Brina, good to see you too. Awesome. And I've just been overwhelmed. I've just got so much stuff to get done, so much things in the work, being able to type, being able to get things out, for editing. Books flying everywhere. Hey, Leslie, how are you? Jim, good to see you. Aaron, I hope you're doing well. Hattie, how are you? Going to be kind of doing a fun thing here. I'm going to be, those of you that are in the Tarot Club, you saw me talk about this, right? That's cool. Hey, Kat, how are you? Just in time, yeah. I'm going to be using this guy right here, the Secret Language of Light. And actually, I'm going to, Trish. This is where the world gets better, doesn't it? I'm going to open this guy up. I need something. What else are keys good for? Am I the only one that has the keyless entry things? You do the best you can for as long as you can. And I hope it's enough. I hope your kids get what they need. You're living in magical dragon land. Well, that's cool. Any animals today? All right. I'm cool with all of that. Secret Language of Light. And by the way, those of you that are in the Tarot Club, you already kind of know that you get a class with me along with the deck. We break down some things. We work on some fundamental stuff of tarot, and then we kind of pick apart the decks that we're working with. We wanted to not wait too long to work with an oracle deck. This is a beautiful deck. How do you like that? Ooh, Soul Name. Soul Name. They're beautifully done. I needed to see this today. Here is Joy, for us to be able to work in joy, right? How about this one, Light Beings? So these go back and forth, and of course we know that the difference between, and I'm not going to shuffle these too much. They're a brand new deck. No, I'm not looking to repackage them. I'm going to do one of those, and I'm going to pull out cards. I think I'm going to do that with this one, just to kind of mix it up, loosens up the deck a little. I'll shuffle them up as I go along, but hopefully we'll see enough of those. But what we're going to do kind of a deep dive on being able to work with oracle decks. Of course, the sound is kind of off. Thank you for giving me a heads up on that, because I realized something today. Oh, I know why. Thank you. How about now? How about that one? Yeah, it was picking up one of my other microphones that are overhead. It's all good. But you guys can hear me now, right? Does it sound better now? Probably. We're always jealous of Trish, right? So, what we're gonna do with the Oracle deck is we're going to learn how to work with Oracle decks specifically. The tarot deck, of course, has a set pattern. Doesn't matter what kind of tarot deck you work with. It is 78 cards. It is the best of both worlds. With Oracle decks, this one happens to have, and they are numbered. Oftentimes, Oracle decks are numbered. It has 45. So you've got anywhere from, I've seen Oracle decks have like 30, 33. I see them go up to 80, 100 even, depending upon what they want to do. In Secret Language of Light, sign up for the Tarot of the Month month club today. You'll also get the class at the end of the month as well. They're helpful. We give you tips. We actually I'm showing you some things of some publications coming out. Hey Jordan, how are you? Judy, I didn't see you there the first time. Thanks so much for being here. Yeah, it's a little bit, it's funny. I think sometimes attendance is sometimes off because, you talk about it kind of being better when you like promote it beforehand and you put it out there. I like to just kind of do this preamble till about the 10-minute mark. And, the 10-minute mark also counts in those two or so minutes when I say pending, here it comes. That way it shows up in people's feeds. It gives everybody a chance to say hi and all that other good stuff. I love the community here. I love that you guys look out for one another. You guys get to know different parts of each other's stories. Maybe not all the details, but you at least kind of get a little bit of insight there. And it's funny. I'm going to be kind of, I don't want to say quick, but I definitely want to be a little conservative tonight. I'm going to do a handful of readings, make sure we get plenty of these guys out here. Maybe I'll do an overarching with the light tarot here, with the light oracle here, do an overarching. Maybe I'll do some. Look at you guys go. I don't even know what the hell you're talking about. Oh, look at that. Oh, so you got. So Phoebes has her. That's awesome. There we go. That's really cool. So we're going to be doing some polls here. Here's what I think I'm interested in seeing here. I think I would love to see Debbie's here, Hattie's here, Jess is here. We're just putting the band back together, aren't we? We're just all hanging out. Hail, the gang's all here. I'm really working these cards because sometimes when you just open up a deck, you got to get a little tread on there. Hey, Paula, how are you? Got half of the neighborhood here. My immature 12-year-old self is like, listen to this. Anyways, I don't get out much, but when I do, it's usually inappropriate. Linda, how are you? So I think I'm just, put a question out. Let me just go question. I like to kind of challenge myself. I like to kind of connect the dots when people need to, recognize or understand that you can use tarot and these types of spreads in a lot of different ways. Not quite sure how my hammer is set up. By the way, am I well lit today? Because I totally forgot all those lights on that side of it. And the fresh decks. This is the Secret Language of Light. So it's kind of a cool thing. Ask a question. See where we're at with things. See where the world is at. See what the cards have to offer for you. The lighting is lower. Well, it's like right in my eyeballs. It's pretty white. Look at that. Look at that. Nobody has a question. Nobody has a tarot question. How about just started alive? call after. People are trying to. Am I lit with the secret language of light? You might be. Or maybe it's fuzzy. I don't know. Where am I going? That's kind of vague. But we'll answer that. Where is Cardinal Connections going? Where on earth would Cardinal Connections go? By the way, we're going to use it. We're going to go old school here. By the way, here you go, Cardinal Connections. Did I really freeze? Where am I going? Don't hate the messenger. Boom. Boom. Don't hate the messenger. Please don't hate the messenger. First card up. We're about change. We're about this kind of, Scorpio thing. In other words, the old self has to kind of be like, I can't do this no more. And then you got the newbies coming in here. How about if I do this? How you doing, everybody? Look, mono tattoos. Here we go. Now we got a little space to work with. So the Page of Cups comes out, which means that this is kind of like a new way of thinking, a new person. Maybe a Pisces, maybe somebody kind of coming in to be like, hey, how you doing, everybody? And then you have got creative energy here. Could mean children. Yeah. Could mean new adventure, new ideas to be able to create. Right? Yeah, I knew you could take that. By the way, Three of Pentacles. By the way, Three of Pentacles is right now in Taurus land. So this is something you're going through today. Right now. Right now. Right? And then, knowing you. Oh, yeah, look at you. Badass perpetrator right there. There you go, Cardinal Connection. Listen, no birds were harmed during this reading. So far, so good. So everybody, right? And then we've got the Emperor. So this is, I don't know. He's kind of bolding at the front. I don't know what to tell you here, right? That's kind of fun. So you've got the change card, but you're doing it in secret. You're not making it a big deal. You're like, hey, listen, I'm here to kind of change. This is kind of like a new, hi, how you doing? And then you coming in going, little overkill. Take your time. You understand. And then you have the Six of Cups along with the Emperor. This is kind of finally taking charge of your creative energy, of the new things that you can do, and why you want to go about things. What the frig is this? Give me a second. Un momento, please. I don't know if you guys can still hear me or not. There we go. All of a sudden, hold on one second. We're sorry. Hold on. If you lose me for a second, I'll be right back. There we go. Now I think we're back. This is crazy. I'm not happy with this at all. Hold on. Yeah, I had a feeling you guys could hear me. Hear me breathing into the microphone? There we go. You are now connected and secured again. Let's just keep on going, everybody. I don't really understand how the bandwidth of this just dies the way it does. Like, it was on, like, I don't have anything else on. I'm not, I've got 2 windows open. It's not even like, unbelievable. And then I have to stop and do all of this stuff here. Yeah, the bandwidth just came from you. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm just going to keep going. I hope this catches up. I don't really know what to do here. Hold on 1 second, guys. Let me try this real quick. Like, it's super slow. Like, everything just turned to mush right now. Let me... Nope, that's not what I want to do. Hey, there it is. Guys, give me 1 second here. Let me try and do a reset, reboot thing here. This is going to take me offline for like a half a second. And I'll be right back. How about that? Is that better? Good Lord, what is going on with this? I have no sound. Hold on. How about now? Can you guys hear me now? And here we go. So now I have to kind of be in this here. All right, here we go. Yeah, so of course, listen, of course the first card that I turned over tonight, Cardinal Connections, aka Jess, is the Death card, with her kind of working through things on her own, finding her hidden talents. See also the class today in the B, in the weekly B pages, the Page of Cups. This, of course, gives rise to the Queen of Wands. Something gets unlocked there. And then this kind of balance of, I like Trisha's take on this, the masculine, feminine, divine, the creation energy. And then the Emperor, the kind of take charge, like maybe I should say something, maybe you should say something, maybe we should say something together, right? Which one's your favorite card? The Death card? Well, here you go. How about alignment? Boom. How about that? So this is really an alignment thing. So you're letting some stuff go that didn't serve you. You're probably putting yourself first. You know, it might not necessarily be the most optimum way to do it, but you're going to do it quietly. And you're going to come out and kind of be like, you know, are you going to go out and tackle the things that you're meant to tackle? Or are you going to be like, hey, I'm going to put myself first? Am I going to ride the wind? Now I'm going to put this back in there. Hoping I'll pick that again. I'm going to clean up these cards as I go along because I can't leave a mess. I got to get on a plane tomorrow. I can't leave a mess behind me. It's funny. If I'm here, then I can leave a mess. Well, of course. Well, listen, I'm glad you enjoyed that one. I love that you can enjoy that one. I saw something about a vacation back here. Slow is my spirit animal. That's kind of funny. Rashandi, Earthling, glad you made it. Hope you're still sticking around. Had a little technical thing, but we're back. And Deb, I think you asked about your trip coming up here. So we're going to Mexico. We're going to Mexico. All right, Deb, here we go. Let's see where we're going with this. Oh, yeah, look at this. Are you taking a boat? Because it's right there. By the way, the Two of Pentacles kind of is the juggle card. I don't know why I'm doing these backwards, but I'm gonna. It's weird shit energy today, everybody. Chariot! Ride me up towards the sun there, Icarus, but don't get too close. It's a spiritual journey. I don't know what else I can do to help you here. This is a win-win chicken dinner. And by the way, might have cost a pretty penny, but it's worth it. You were able to balance it, pay it off before it's time, right? I'm sorry, did we just get a double chariot? Ding, 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 ding. What? No way that just happened. But it did, even though we're going backwards here. And then we've got, this is a good trip. By the way, notice the yellow, very calming, very serene. The Two of Pentacles is about, this is balancing yourself. This is balancing your love. This is balancing your money. Then you got the Chariot on Chariot. It's going to be over before you know it. So enjoy it as much as you can. And then you've got the Six of Swords on top of the Three of Wands. What that's really kind of telling us is this is a journey. This is a journey of the soul. Right? This is a journey of kind of where you're going. Here we go. How about this one? I'm going to show you this one. Where are we at here? Oh, this is... Oh, hold on a second. Hold on a second. You got two cards here. You've got Remembrance and Whispers. I'm not taking away anything from anybody today. Whispers and Remembrance. So maybe this is about you're recouping maybe from a lost loved one. Maybe you're kind of doing it in their honor. Maybe this is some value for you. Taking time for yourself, remembering who the hell you are. Listen, that's kind of the best thing you can do is remember who you are. So remembrance. Yeah, I like that card. And whispers. Whispers are kind of like it's there, but it's not concrete. So kind of dreamland, to be honest with you. This might be a dream trip. By the way, don't worry about that stuff about going to another country right now and then worrying that I get no disruption here. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. By the way, maybe the Chariot at the beginning and the end was you going through customs and then coming back through customs. Whoop! Nice and quick and easy. How about that one, everybody? I love my readings. Love my readings. Hey, Diane, how are you? Pauline, good to see you. Hey, Aaron, I see you there. Let me just make sure I don't lose. Yeah, these cards are pretty cool.
These cards are pretty cool. And by the way, I love how Justice says, my favorite card, death. Slightly only lesser known when death is on the line. Yeah, the solar power. Solar flares right now. Anybody have any friends in Spain right now? Oy vey. Oy vey. Oh, thank you. Somebody give you a heads up here, B. Thanks so much. There you go. Yeah, we'll take care of this. So this is I'm gonna get this wrong. Galland is the last name here. Le Charons. Le Scheherazade. Le Scheherazade. Le Scheherazade. Le Scheherazade. All right. You're asking for some cards. Let's talk about your adventure. Thank you so much for the drop in there. So with that, let's not stop. Oh, I see Phoenix. Don't you worry. Oh, listen, a lot of yellow. Holy Toledo, a lot of yellow today. Where are we going next here with this? Ooh. Let me keep rolling. Then I'll give you the full read. Oh, hello. Oh. The right stuff. From left to right, we're going on a journey. We're going to go ahead and sit there and say, you know what? You're my ride or die. Here we go. Let's roll, everybody. Here we go. Here we roll. And then all of a sudden, the Knight of Pentacles, the one that's true, the one that actually makes a lot of sense, and it is headed out by a stud. Not my words. It's the card, everybody. Because the Ace of Pentacles is all about self-reliance, self-understanding, self-resources. You can do it. And moving from the Knight of Swords to the King of Swords, holy Toledo, this is maturity. This is taking all that you've known. You take the good, you take the bad, you take them all, and there you have. And I just pulled the damn alignment card again. Mrs. Galan. I don't want to be wrong about this, but without merit, talk about coming into your own. Talk about growing up quick. Talk about being a little bit flighty, very kind of immature, going to the ultimate maturity with the King of Swords. And then this middle stuff right here. You know, you got a little life goals right here. Like, hey, let's just do something new. I don't know if you're getting in an RV and traveling across country. I don't know if you're picking up and going on, but you're going to charge it. You're going to do it. You're going to own it. You're going to go in, you're going to own the place. I get RV stuff with this. Does that fit it all there, kid? By the way, you do cut to the front of the line with that. Still got to be a business. Got to keep those lights on, even if by accident. The alignment comes in to kind of let you know, like, it kind of fit. You're starting a business. I love it. You should have faith with this. And by the way, you've got a good idea. Now, let me explain this in the context of the business. You're like, what the fuck are we doing? That's the Fool card. The Fool card is the what are we doing? Right? Then you got the Lover's card. Like, you got the right people on board. Then you've got this idea, but you're like, it's a good idea. By the way, this might also mean that you come up with something initially, and you're like, we have a concept of a plan. And then you come in with this beautiful Ace of Pentacles that basically says, oh, no, you do this thing, right? I once worked with it. And by the way, is it pizza? I don't know what this is. Is it food of some kind? Because people can like totally get me riled up with food. The Knight of Swords is kind of like, at first we don't know what we're doing. We're just going to come charging in and go a little nuts and nazzo. And then you mature. And the alignment, I think you're going to really like being your own boss. Right? No food as service. Well, this service has, I would really pay. You might think that you need to do everything. Whenever I've worked with companies, they make one of two mistakes, and they're inverse mistakes. The first mistake is they realize that they have a good idea and they have drive, but they haven't thought it all the way through, so they have to be flexible. Or They think they have one idea, but they're missing the entire capture of the market. So even as a service, you either have to pare it down and get good at one or two things. It's great to have add-on stuff, right? If I wasn't good at readings, then even doing this stuff isn't going to last, right? Right. So this is your opportunity to bring yourself forward and ultimately maturing, because you go from very immature, not realizing where you're at, good call there, and then realizing like, hey, I've got a good enough idea. This is about your growth. And by the way, you have felt like you've needed to do this for a long time. I think it's funny that alignment came up twice already. Probably because of how I loosened up the cards. I'll make sure that doesn't happen again. But there you go. Listen, we always like to plug people. No problem. Just go ahead and put in your, as long as it's not like some sort of weird stuff, some sort of foot service or something like, we do screenshots of feet. No growth in that. Your feet stop growing at 17. Odds and ends. Oh my gosh, your aunt is in Spain right now. Daddy, thank you so much for being a part of things, right? Rashandi, yeah. I hope that, okay, so they're there. Do you have any contact with them? Like, are you able to connect with them at all? We've all got to fall back, right? We've all got to fall back. Merci beaucoup. Mais non, dans le mot. Les mots. Seems to be a theme tonight. I guess old things are dying, I guess. Right? Yeah, listen. Oh, they're fine. You're in the UK. Got you. Pauline's got some friends in Spain as well. Listen, it's really out. I don't know if they're, you don't know if you're there or not. Hey, Sabrina, can you say your question again? I can't find it here. I'm going to go on to Shar, and then I'm going to make sure that I get there. Shar, good to see you, love. Were you going to lose your house or your property? Come on. Let the magician be what it is. Sometimes you got to believe, and guess what? Well, you got some destiny coming. Maybe you shouldn't own your house. Oh, but I think you're going to figure this out. Holy. Did I even shuffle these? I sure did. I shuffled these hard, actually. I dropped all of them. Page of Pentacles. You have to have a new way of dealing with your money, with your property. That is specifically what the Page of Pentacles talks about. It is also about making sure that you have the resilience to do this, especially paired with that. What is up with this? Then you got the Ace of Wands along with the World. Okay. I'm getting conflict with this. I'm getting an inheritance thing with this. I'm getting that you might have been left holding the bag. Oh, yeah, here we go. You're going to find a way out of this. The Knight of Cups, I think you're going to keep it for a time. I think it's going to serve its purpose, right? So let's not get lost in if you have it forever or if it becomes your forever home or whatever, right? There's a part of this, right? There is a lot of this that kind of lends itself to say that you have to figure this out. You have to be engaged. That's what I do know about this here, Shar. Because the Page of Pentacles is solutions, right? It's being engaged. It's effort, right? So you can't just wish for the catalyst. Then you have this tough time. By the way, the World card is very much like, it's the world. It's the shit that happens. It's everything from, the knucklehead that scrapes your car to the, to the parking ticket, to the, national grid bill, right? Right. Then it really goes into high gear with the strength. And by the way, this is also August. And you may be kind of up against this where you're like, we have a new solution. And here's my fear. The Knight of Cups comes in like it's going to come in out of nowhere. And you might say, you know what? We've got a solution. Yay! Right? I see you there, Aaron. So here's the idea. And by the way, I'm gonna pull the zinger here. You ready? Love this. Nourish. You know what that means for me? That means treat your property well. If you're the steward of the land, it will help you, right? And by the way, you have some earth and air, you have some earth and fire, as well as some cups. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This world card. There's something about the land here for you. I think you have to treat the land well. I think if you do that, I think if you're done doing your part for it, sometimes things fall apart. Now, listen, losing property and losing your shirt are two different things, right? Been there, done that. I had a rental property years ago, and I rented to a bunch of knuckle draggers. And you know what? It was not good. It really wasn't, right? And I eventually kind of went to the company, and I went, hey, what can we do here? We worked out a deal. We came up with a with a proper number, and I got out of the business with it. I didn't come out ahead, but I didn't lose my shirt. I didn't lose everything, right? But it is the type of thing that you got to pay attention. Sometimes you got to be. It's easy to quit. Here's my point. It's easy to quit. I got creative with them, came out, did the right thing. I wasn't trying to screw anybody. I took my lumps, and that's the way it goes, right? Yeah, here we go. Okay, Shar, thanks so much. So glad that you're here tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna connect with you guys. Here we go. So your question was being stuck behind a desk job all the time. All right. You're asking like 15,000 things. You want to make sure that you have resources. Well, listen, celebrate good time. Come on. This is like, going away for a weekend, bunch of girls hanging out in a hot tub, having a good time. So this is about celebration, but this is also about timing. I don't know what it is about these two cards that come together in almost everything. And then you got the King of Cups. Listen, all systems point go, but this isn't necessarily having, I don't see money yet, right? What I do see here is that if you plan this out the right way, it could be a hell of an experience, right? So guess what? Maybe you have to evolve a little bit. The Judgment card comes out 2.0. This allows you to look at things a little bit different. And oh, here we go. You are always so anxious. Oi, oi, oi. 9 of Swords comes out here. And instead of waiting your turn, you get anxious. So you over push it. And you say, I need to go right now. Hit it on the credit card. Here we go. Guess what, though? If you follow along and get rid of this anxiety, the moon comes out. You're doing some dream travel here. Right? Either that or you have to go do some transcendental meditation so you can see the world. Kind of a jerk, right? Here we go. Dropped a few of the cards. I'm going to find one behind this one. Oh, some of these guys aren't. Not doing shenanigans here. I'm just... Remembrance. I'm sorry. Did you just ask that you were going to ask your mom? Bingo, super zingo. So listen, maybe it's in small order. Maybe it's not necessarily touring the world. Maybe it's checking out things in your backyard for a while. Maybe it's about proper timing, but don't worry. This anxiety, sit in the power of doing what you love. Let the subconscious come up, and mom says hi. There it is. That's what this is. You're going to create a memory out of this. I took my dad down to Florida. Had a great time, had amazing connection, had friends there. My dad and I saw baseball games. I took him to Disney. He saw me work. Not you. Yeah, listen, you're doing run-on questions. We got a bunch of people to connect with here. I like this question. I like this question. I'm going to go to Jordan, then I'm going to go to Trish here. All right. So, what does the tarot say about healing the afterlife? So, healing in the afterlife is both realistic and a fallacy all at the same time. You're kind of asking if you can, what your race time is after the race was won and you didn't win it. It's kind of like being able to say, like, oh, can I change that? Well, healing from a transcendental standpoint, the healing may be that maybe you break a family cycle, you break an ancestral wound, you heal an ancestral wound. So you can. I'm going to give you 3 cards here, and I'm going to tell you how these are healing. Look at this. Page of Pentacles comes out again. Page of Pentacles is ways that you can break your ancestral cycles, is recognizing your own skills and talents. How you can do that is by going on a journey, trusting the journey, right? Coming from the rougher waters, going to the better waters, evolving. And then the Ace of Wands is utilizing the resources, the skills, the wit, whether it be the soft skills of personality or whether it be, the cool hard cash of a bank account. Using resources from what people have left you, from loved ones have left you, it's a big deal. By the way, if you're having a tough time understanding this, you might want to sign up for my Understanding Bereavement class. We talk quite a bit about this, not necessarily tarot, but how it comes together. By the way, the Page of Pentacles talks about your past life and your wisdom, because here comes Boaz and Joachim. The High Priestess card, along with the Page of Pentacles, is it's kind of like you always kind of knew how to do it. It's a natural setting for you. Then you have the Eight of Wands, along with the Six of Swords. This is about a journey that might move a little fast. Life moves a little fast sometimes. If you don't look around once in a while, you could miss it. Ace of Wands, along with the Six of Pentacles. This is about finding balance. So you may be able to be, sometimes family cycles are about breaking the wounds of whatever. How do I want to say this? Money management is very often a challenge for ancestral wounds. Don't negate that. Ultimately, what does it say? And then I get remembrance. Holy Toledo. How about that? How about that? Right? I see a few people joined us. Hey, Julie, good to see you. Happy 29th birthday. Tiffany, how are you? Lee, did you leave and come back? And I see your question there. I'm going to do a couple of things here getting there. And Rashandi, I definitely see your question there. I'm going to get to you here as well. So let me get to Trish. See you right here. There you go. Let's do some health stuff here, kid. And by the way, I lost sight of who that was. Just Jordan, I think it was. Thanks so much for tuning in. We love it when you stop by. Old friends, new friends, be friends. That's the way we roll. Get it? Old friends, new friends, be friends. Oh, I get some women issues going on here. Not me. Disclaimers coming through. Right? Oh, yeah. Ace of Pentacles. This is going to be some good old-fashioned practical to get down to earth, get you going. And then you got the change coming in. Listen, I'm not saying what I think I'm saying. Okay? What I'm saying is that this is about changing something, maybe subtly, maybe this is about your routine changing. And this is about recognizing you got to put yourself first. That's really where that Empress comes from. And by the way, sometimes you put yourself first. Page of Swords comes in. You're not going to know what the hell you're doing. As per usual, CEOs of the last how many years, right? Ace of Pentacles along with the Ten of Pentacles. What that tells me is that this is kind of like, once you start to see the results, you're going to really like the results. But these are the changes that you're going to need to do. Then the Nine of Cups here. You're going to want to share the fact that you feel so good. And by the way, don't hit me with an MLM going, it really worked for me. It did wonders. No. But I will pull out the card of joy, as in enjoy. Wow, how fun is that? I love it. I'm enjoying this reading. So this is about enjoying your journey, enjoying your path, enjoying your body, enjoying where you're going. Wow. Trish, happy health all the way through. Right? All right, Aaron, time to get to you. Relocate for a better life. Moving away from your hometown here. Say, hey, now. Oops. So the tower comes out in reverse. This has been a long time coming. Being a princess takes a lot of work. Being a queen takes even more. But you have a lot of destiny of getting out of here. You know, it's kind of like, do you want to be a big fish in a small pond? By the way, the tower card, do not worry about this right here. You know why? Because this is about you going, this is about the building falling down. This is about your resources going, yeah, you know what? We've kind of run our course here. Don't be mad. Did I just go double blammo on 2 cards today? 2 towers, kid. What are you doing here? Do you feel like you're being stuck? By the way, if you're not familiar, you should look into astrocartography. Even if you don't fully understand it, you can see where the lines are drawn and kind of work through whether or not that's a good fit for you. By the way, this means physical housing and reputation. That's what this is. This is the double blammo. When you get 2 towers together, especially when one's up and one's down, you're going to feel like you're getting it from all ways, Aaron. You're going to feel like you're like, oh no, how bad is this going to go, right? Where am I going to go to? Hey, Kathy, how are you? Right? So, where are we looking at here? All right. So you got the wheel here. The Wheel of Fortune comes out with the Queen of Cups. You know you were destined for something bigger, right? Well, there you go, kid. Aaron, I love that you're doing your research. Because listen, the star, along with the 6 of Cups, this is healing. You know, maybe Chiron to me, Pluto actually runs through Shasta for me. So I gotta pay attention to that wholeheartedly. You know, and my Chiron, I felt healing there too. I've got to review that actually. I might download that and do a little research on the plane. Right. There is and I don't mean maybe. Yeah, I think you're going. And I think it's going to be for your own health. If you're asking me, the Siberian Cape Horn, wow, Rashini, that's a whole bunch of fun there. Yeah, this is about wellness. This is about a lifestyle change, both mentally and physically, because especially if you're mental, physical, and reputation. Like, you're getting beat up here, top to bottom. You know, somebody asked me a couple of weeks ago, they were like, why do the Tower and the Death card never come out for you? Just review, right? This is about your own mental health. This is about your own progress. And by the way, you kind of have 2 destiny cards here. You know, you got the Wheel of Fortune, like you're going to go through it, but guess what? You got to go through it. And then you have the 6 of Cups, which is about your balance, your masculine, feminine balance, as well as, you know, could be that's where the kids are. Star card, Tower card. Oh, a lot of major arcanas here. I shuffled, man. I shuffled hard. Big time. Big time. So listen, thanks so much, Tricia. I don't think you're pregnant. I don't. Linda, good to see you. Janet, good to see you too. Yeah, I really like this question right here. And I see you there too. Rashandi. Love the name. I'm sure it has meaning to you. Page of Wands. So your question is really about, are you, mom needs a break. Are you going to get better at this? This is the child card. This is the child takes care of the parent card, by the way. Oh, by the way, who are we taking care of? We're actually taking care of dad. Right? And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. So what this is kind of telling me, you got to take charge. I think you're going to be just fine. Clinical. Maybe not as caring, but you're going to get the essentials done. And maybe that's what's really needed. Seven of Swords, you kind of think, this is kind of a waste of time. Like, how can we do this without me being involved? Uh-oh, a little busted. By the way, this is mom taking care of dad. Right here. Queen of Cups coming in, loving the Emperor. She's coming in saying, okay. And by the way, you know what that makes you, Rashandi? I know you're, I think you're a woman. I don't know. But here comes the Sun. Makes you a good child for them. Could make you the good son. But here it is, man. Here it is. You asked me if you were going to get better at this. I'm going to tell you you're going to do it because you're good at it. Right? I got 5 of these here. Oh, yeah. This is going to be grounding. So this is definitely a part of your life path. This is definitely something that you have to kind of adhere to. And it doesn't matter if you get good at it. What matters is that you are attentive to it. You know, pay attention to your journey. You know, I have 2 elderly parents. I love them to death equally. And I do what I can every chance I get. Right? And that ends up being kind of what I meant to do. But I also realize that it's a lot of, I don't know, fun, right? Yes. Liza, how are you? We're going to jump right into this. You just want to get a little shuffle? All right, here we go. Next one up. Oh, 2 of Cups. I don't know what kind of shenanigans you got going on here. You got a couple of hearts right there in your post. Oh, yeah, but it's work. It's work. Maybe we're going through a relationship right now. Maybe we got to take a step back. And maybe you have to take charge. What is up with these cards today? They're like falling in perfect unison. Perfect unison. By the way, Temperance. Just because you are committed to somebody does not mean you have to give yourself away. Right? Yeah, Jessica, it's you must be in the plains there out towards Amsterdam. I heard that those storms are coming in, right? So, Eliza, Temperance doesn't mean you give your power away. Oh, yeah. You got to work at this. Maybe this is about being frugal. Maybe this is about using your resources correctly. Maybe this is about making sure that you've kind of got this squared away. The king of, when the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands get together, get a deposit. Am I right or am I right? Or am I right? I love my work. Soulmating apparently is worth the $9.99. That's all I'm going to say. All I'm going to say. Right? You are a he. Good. Well, Rashandi, you are a good son based on that. And what to say? Some people get upset. Right? Yeah, Rome. By the way, I'm going to be in Rome, New York. Jess Fletch. Check out my website. I'm going to be at the Rome Arts Center because I like to support the arts and the theaters and all that other good stuff. So listen, Eliza, this is soulmate stuff. Like, I can't make this stuff up. The cards tell the story. This means don't lose yourself in this. Don't give yourself away. Know that it's going to be hard work, but you are worthy of a king, so much so that you got to be a queen, and then the right king will show up. Soulmating, good night. Mwah! How we doing, everybody? Hey, that was pretty good. Was that all right, Elisa? Is it Alyssa? Is it Elysia? Alyssa? And people just call you Lisa anyways, right? I'm so glad that we got this whole thing worked out. Oh, knowing that there are storms, I'm betting that that's probably what hit us. Yeah, it sounds like a level 5 out there right now. Hey, Kat, how are you doing? Oh, yeah, lines along the Arctic. So this is interesting, right? All my astrocartography lines seem to be in the Arctic. I must be doing something wrong. No. You know what you're good at? And don't say cold weather survival. It has a lot more to do with being able to manage kind of the underbelly of things. You might be good at secrets. You might be good at helping other people through their things. You might be somebody that kind of understands the glacier boundaries, which means that, you're good at surfacing, but you don't let it get too deep. Don't lose sight of this, though. All right. Elaine, how are you, kid? Hope you're doing well. Let's do some cards. What is up with this? The High Priestess. The Six of Wands. What is up with this? What is up with this? In reverse. You feel like you're guarding against something here. You've kind of been there, done that. You're trying to take the higher ground, and you're trying not to get hurt or left out in the cold. Right? Page of Wands comes out. You really do just want to be happy. And what are we going to do with this? You're going to outlive it. Here we go. So the High Priestess, along with the Page of Wands, is about you applying knowledge. You've got to apply. You got to put this stuff into action. In other words, if somebody's doing you wrong, or somebody's grifting you, or somebody's bullshitting you, you got to go, nope, no more. By the way, you don't have to be mean about it. You can just say, this isn't for me anymore. Then you're trying to do the right thing, but you're kind of keeping the peace for no reason. Because over here, you're like, oh, this is just, the Five of Pentacles, I don't care if the Five of Pentacles is like this. It's still not a good card. But what it does do is the Five of Pentacles in reverse is that it's not going to last long. This one is a long, cold winter. This one is figuring out how to survive through it and get through it. And here you go. Here's some strength. Let's give me an outcome card here. I kind of like how this is going to roll. Oh, these are all sticky wickies. Here we go. How many of these do I have in here? Oh, a little bit of soul love, everybody. By the way, there's the 33. The 33 along with the 6 of Wands. What we're talking about is you have some sort of destiny for your person. But you're trying to get them through and being like, listen, my soul loves your soul, but in this life, I'm kind of done. I'm going to love you from over here. Because you feel like they're going to do you wrong eventually. Too much? Not enough? Spot on, as they say. I get that a lot. Thank you, I think. But I'm pretty sure. I think that kind of sticks pretty good. All right, team. Couple more here. You are welcome, Alyssa. Yeah, K. Eric, I actually didn't put a thing out there beforehand. Yeah, I didn't get the notification thing because I didn't plan it. I thought I did earlier today, and it ends up that I didn't here. Couple more here. I know that there's been a couple of There we go. All right. See, I saw you here. If time, we find time, we hope for time. Here we go, kid. And by the way, all disclaimers, not a doctor, not giving spiritual advice here, what it has to do with you physically. And by the way, this is about balance, justice, Libra card come flying out. Then you got to work at it. Sometimes you feel like you don't have progress, but you really do kind of have a way about yourself where you recognize, you recognize that the things that you have here are good. Like you're willing to kind of do the work. And then the Ace of Pentacles comes out. I swear to God, I have like a dual deck here. Did I just have the Ace of Pentacles come out? Let's keep going. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you got to approach this a little bit differently. And by the way, the Knight of Pentacles is the strongest of all of them. A lot of earth signs here. Little air, a lot of earth signs. Oh, and then we got the Taurus card coming out. The Hierophant. Sticking to a routine. Then you get the travel. You got to change something. But this is about subtlety. This is about taking what you know. By the way, the Three of Wands, taking what you know, what you're up against right now, and where you think you should go. That's what the three cards are. Let's talk about a hip array. Sultry. This is about you having kind of that lasting vision, that lasting endurance, that ability for you to say like, oh, don't we just love ourselves here? Man, oh man, oh man, do I like this spread for you. I think you're coming out ahead. Heart, health, happy. That's the way they said it to me. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that? Working on paperwork is your side hustle. I don't know what that means, but yes, we're working with it. I do sound a little like George. Oh, there you go. He finally broke the seal here. Did you just move? There it is. Is this Rita opening up to everybody? I think it is. Oh, you know what you need here, Rita? Oh, you want a love that you can go public with. You want to show off your eye candy. You are welcome, Sea Light. Hope everything's well. SKB, I did see you. Yep. Oh, Rita. Dreamboat Annie. Can I give you a better spread, please? It's about you wanting to kind of have a little eye candy. And by the way, if you look really close, he looks like John Travolta. The moon is the subconscious. What do you really want? Do you want to kind of help? Do you want to be able to kind of like work through things, right? And then you have the 10 of Pentacles here. Ace of Swords, different way to look at it. So this is kind of like I got to kind of look at it in a little bit of a different way. Oh, yeah. And by the way, having 7 of Cups, this is like they're going to be a multi-tool player, right? They can hit, they can run, they can catch, they can throw. I don't know what the 5th thing is. And then balance. Here's a little Justice card. Oh, I know what this is. You're going to rub it into the X. I know what that is. It's going to be like, oh, okay. I'm kind of okay with that. Give me this card, huh? Ooh. And they will challenge you spiritually. How do you like that one? Whew. Back into the deck so we rough it up. I like that, everybody. So, your love reading, you're going to be at a better place with this person. By the way, you didn't ask me when, so that's on you. All right, I'm glad you enjoy it. Justice of the Peace. I'm going to totally steal that from the next time. SKB, here we go. Couple rolls. Temperance. Sagittarius, sobriety, and all around good time. We got to trust our intuition. Sky's getting clearer, though. because the King of Pentacles comes out. Temperance. Oh, yeah. I got the power. I can't. Pollen. It's awful. And then you got the Eight of Cups along with the Eight of Wands, or the Eight of Swords here. This is about letting things go for you to be able to get to where it is that you need to. And then the Seven of Pentacles with the King of Pentacles. Whatever this is, you're growing a kid. Whatever it is. You know. See, I just had that card. I don't. There we go. Nourish. We've seen a few of these. Maybe I should really just like dump them out and shuffle up and heal the right way. Ugh. These cards are a little tough to break in. But if that's the worst part about this, so be it. So listen, you got the power to bring things into balance for yourself. You've got to trust your intuition, let go of your losses. Take control of this and really kind of flourish and nourish, baby. There it is. Love my work. Love what I do. I always wish I had more time. More time. And let's talk about your son. It's getting tough, I know. And oh, you're crushing on someone, Rita. It's just us girls. Flourish and nourish. And we're gonna hit you with some truth here. $41. It's big conflict. Also Cancerian energy here. Actually Sagittarius energy here. No. Where are we here? Sagittarius, yeah. You're kind of right in that November time frame, so you might have a conflict right around Thanksgiving. Shit went down. Choppy waters. I don't need you. I don't need anybody. They were juggling. They were struggling. Sometimes they'd be juggling and struggling. According to the cards, this is going to end well. Five of Cups. This is about loss. It was abrupt. It was quick. You felt like you were left holding the bag. Somebody was destined to get out there. Maybe some Aquarian energy. Needing to kind of go out there. Maybe there was an Aquarius involved. A better half, maybe. A situation that not everybody understood, but they might be deemed autistic or special or something along those lines. And then, yeah, they want to go there. And Three of Cups. Wow. Three of Cups and the Ten of Cups together is a party. Oh, there you go. There's the Aquarian energies. I'm really trying to break these up here. Spectrum is correct. How am I doing, everybody? Wellness. There's some mental health stuff here. Nourish. Treat your body better. You are the universe. Call them back. And I don't mean pick up the phone and call them. Nah. What I'm saying is call them back to your soul. Right? Call them back. Just meditate on it and say, I'm ready to hear from you again. I want to hear from you again. It is time for me to hear from you again. Call them back energetically. Right? Yeah, Trisha's dropping her truth here. Yeah, Sag is truth seeking, long distance vision. Temperance is also an alchemist card. It is also the Temperance card is about balance between duty and having fun. And Sagittarius are known for wanting to take off and have a good time. Just letting you know. All right, guys. How do we do tonight? Better than average? Getting tired. I still have to pack. I mean, I don't fly out first thing anyways. But I do need to kind of pull myself together. I want to make sure that the boys have good direction. Yeah, I'm looking forward to going. I don't like being away. I'm beginning to realize right now. And I talk a good game with astrology, but I don't always follow my own advice. You can consult what I'd be going through right now, right? We'll be on again someday. No energy report next Monday. I'm going to be in Austin still, or I'm going to be traveling rather. I'll be coming back that day. I don't think I get in time. Yeah, I had some weird flight issues. It didn't make sense. Like I would have had to leave. Like I'd have been on a red eye, and it's funny. I can get a flight there, no problem. But yeah, you try and be there for the people that need you, and sometimes you can't, and sometimes that's their growth point. So keep that in mind, right? Keep that in mind. All right, guys. Warrior, so glad to see you. Sorry I'm signing off here. Hope you guys connect, and we'll see you guys soon. All right. Take care. Heart taps. Keep going.